So this bored housewife is back to talk to you some more about the most recent little collection release, and that is the butterflies, Lilia, and the flowers, Kyla. So let's get to talking. As always, I like to pay homage to the pieces that I chose to wear at the beginning, and that is my beautiful Aragon Druzy exclusive December Days of Joy earrings. I love these. They are so gorgeous. I talked about them back in December in my video, and I really hope that winter 2021 we will see more, so then that way more of you all can get a piece, because there was like literally like 35 or 40 pieces made. Something really, I know it was under 100, and I think it was under 50, something really minimal. So then that way you all can get some, and you all can get some, and you all can get some, and we can get Harlow's and more Danielle Druzys, even Danielle L's, because I know sometimes the Druzy Danielle's can be a little hefty for some people's ears. But these Aragons are really lighter than my Danielle's, and I really love the rough cut in them. And I'm just going to take them off because I have to anyways, and just show you. Look at the rough cut in this one. I just love it right here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, just brings me nothing but joy and happiness. So, but that's not what this video is about. This one is about those butterflies, the Lilia and the Kyla flower collection. I do have to kind of give you a little warning though. I got a lot of the butterflies, the Lilias, but only one of the flowers, and I'm pretty dang sure that I had asked for more. I just didn't get them, so there was a little mix-up, and it's okay though, because I have enough to make a comment and try to help you decide if it's pieces you want. So let's get this going and dive right in to butterflies. Even though the butterflies have a name, Lilia, I still am just going to refer to butterflies because that's just what they are, and that's what they look like. It came in an array of colors, and we also saw it in opals. We got the blue, we have the pink, and this is just some of the colors. Obviously, it was just too much, and I could not afford it all. This is the lilac abalone, but I definitely wanted to represent the opals, as that is an attraction for many of you ladies. You guys just adore the opals. The opals were, of course, a little bit more pricier than your regular stones. They also did it in the iridescent abalone, and out of every piece that I've seen, I like the iridescent abalone the best. Matter of fact, when I was unboxing it, my daughter saw them. Her birthday's coming up, and I want to get her a pair. She likes them a lot, and she likes the iridescent abalone the best out of everything, which was surprising because I really thought she was going to pick the opals. So to start off with the opals, these are $88, and they're cute. To be honest, I actually prefer the blue. I think we've seen a lot of pink, and I kind of like how the blue stands out a little bit more. You know, me and turquoise, so it makes sense. See, on my ear, you can just see it from a distance better versus this. You can get the matching necklace. And I think the blue, because it's in silver, that attracts me as well. The necklace, you know, the pendant itself is $88 as well. So it's a pricey little set, especially if it's a set that you're going to buy and gift to someone for instance, a 10-year-old going on to an 11-year-old, it's a pricey set to buy. So you have to take into that when purchasing these. I like butterflies, and yes, it has the Kendra Scott. Oh, I do love that. It's an open logo charm at the end. And you know, it's our typical Kendra Scott quality and stuff, but for me, on these symbol, common, trendy type of designs, like the hearts and the butterflies and the stars and these flowers, they're trendy pieces to me. They're not everlasting pieces, in my opinion, because a lot of us like a certain thing for a moment and then we'll change out of it. However, with Kendra Scott and most of her other pieces, those classic vintage pieces, people still have not grown out of 20 years later. So to get these butterflies and the hearts, those are the trendy, what's popular right now and everybody wants to buy or put out for the public. I do feel like they have an expiration date, especially as we get older. Now, you can always pass it along down the lineage in the family, but I always weigh the price points and the piece itself and et cetera, et cetera. However, with that being said, you know, there's symbols for everybody. You know, I was talking to a Kendra Scott sister at the event, and the butterfly symbolized her daughter in a moment for her. So she was very excited to acquire it and was asking a lot of questions. And so I see purpose for that. But for majority of us, it's just a trendy piece, especially for me. I am not fond of it, and I really just buy it to review for you guys. I can tell you now that I will not be keeping any of these pieces for myself. I think they're pretty, and I really, really do love the iridescent abalone. It's beautiful, but I don't see it as a piece for me that I'd be wearing on the constant to justify purchasing it at the price points that they are. But I also am a very compassionate person and understand that it can hold a lot of value and meaning to others, to which is why I do this for you guys, so you guys can see it and make that decision on your own. So just because I'm not keeping these pieces, do not take that the wrong way. It doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it and think they're beautiful. It's just not a piece that I'm going to wear. With that being said, I think they're great quality. The butterflies are bigger than what I thought they were going to be. I feel like these are bigger than the heart collection, the little small heart pendants we were seeing. They are definitely bigger. Whoops. And this guy's on the sideways. So I think it's a great, great buy for you if it works for you. And I like the blue and the opal for me better than the purple, but the purple's really pretty too. Or I'm sorry, pink. But the pink is really pretty too. I just like the blue because it pops from a distance. Let me put that blue pendant on. Now these pendants, like I said, are $88 too, but that's just for this opal. Which makes sense because the opal is a little bit more expensive and justifies a higher price point, being that it's opal. I wish we saw more opal in the like Lee size stones, because there's a lot of us that are really into customizing vintage Emmy earrings, and that's where you have the L size stone with that little itty bitty Lee size stone on the front. And that to me is a beautiful piece, and I appreciate it a lot. So that I see a lot of ladies do the opal as the little stone, and then they back it up with another gorgeous L stone. That is a earring that needs to make a comeback as well. in gunmetal. We've seen a lot of it in the gold and the silver, but I would love to see gunmetal again. So please make a revival of that. Here's the blue on. And I just think it pops a little bit better on the person, especially from a distance, because I like to show off my pieces when I'm shopping and doing my life. And I love it when people approach me and ask me who it is and where they can get it, because I am hot on it and I'm telling them and I'm writing it down because I want them to support Kendra Scott just as much as I support Kendra Scott. So let me get out of the opals and show you just the regular stones we have. So I have put the gold and lilac abalone Lilia butterfly earring here. It's a stud, and here it is on the earring card. I think I've already shown it once, but now these ones that are just a regular stone that are not opal have a much reasonable price point. They're $58. So that is a $30 difference. That is huge, especially if you're the type of person that wants the set. I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't give us a dangly option, like maybe 3 little butterflies in a linear pattern or a butterfly bracelet expanding on it. We just literally got the pendant and some studs in several different options. Now they did do a lot of color options, which is great. Didn't limit us to like 2 or 3. They had quite a few color combos, but it was really just a stud and a small pendant. I like the idea of maybe doing a little linear action too. That would have been great. But again, this was a little bit more feasible in my opinion compared to the opals, but I do understand why the opals have a higher price point. Here is the silver with the eerie abalone, and like I said, I'm obsessed with this one out of all of them. The price point, the look, to me is, if I was to buy them and keep them, this would be the one that I would keep, and I would have it in the stud and in the pendant. And again, the pendant is not that small, nor is the stud. The heart to me was a lot smaller. This stands out better. You can layer it. It's a layerable, very comfortable. When you take it off the cards, you can feel the durability. So the workmanship, the craftsmanship, top notch. Exactly how we love Kendra. So we had the opals with the metals. Then we had the different stones or shells, and with the pendants and the studs. But there was a little bit smaller all metal color pieces. So let's get into those ones. So we do have these really dainty little tiny Lilia studs in gold and silver. These ones are $40. They're super tiny, almost the equivalent size of that Dara coin, but maybe even a little tinier. They're super dainty. They remind me of a baby toddler size kind of earring when they first get their ears pierced. When I was unpackaging all of this, I showed my daughter, because this is kind of up her alley, and I asked her what she liked. And she went right to the bigger Lilia ones with the stone, the little more bling and oomph to them. I go, well, Shelbs, what about this one? She was not having it with the smaller ones. She liked the bigger ones, and I really thought she would have liked the smaller ones. I do like the smaller ones for the second ear hole if you have it. Again, to each is their own. I think the price point is phenomenal, $40. It's an affordable Kendra Scott design. It does have a matching dainty necklace. That's a layerable one. The necklace is $48. I do think that is a phenomenal price point for someone to purchase. If you're wanting a new piece from Kendra Scott, it's affordable. You can mix this with the stone and definitely have a more layered look to it. I do like the daintiness. I like how it's a little bit more understated, so that if you're someone like me who doesn't really want that flashy, it's a pink butterfly look, but you want a little bit more of a different taste and vibe, and maybe even step out of your box, I would go for this. $48 to have a Kendra Scott layerable necklace. You don't even have to layer it. It actually is very cute as it is, and it's not a, I don't want to say monotone, but it's not a specific, because the butterflies are a little bit more undertoned and not so sharp and with a stone and bold. You can actually blend it pretty well and wear it to the workplace or be a little more sophisticated in dressing it up. It has a little bit more versatility than these pendants do, in my opinion. So if you just are absolutely gaga for butterflies, but you feel that it's kind of juvenile and you want to wear it though, I would go for this. You can dress it up and dress it down. It's very, very nice. Very similar to what we saw with the hearts like that. So I dig this one. And if I was into it, I would definitely, this would be it. I like this. I liked the pendant, and maybe I would have done the iridescent abalone pendant with this, but I for sure like this option for me, because it's not so in-your-face butterfly or in-your-face heart. Like, I like how it's a little bit more subtle, but it kind of gets that cutesiness of your personality out. So I do dig that. It's a cute set, and it's an affordable set, $88 for both. Whereas with the opal, you're just $88 for one. So that's kind of nice to be able to get a full set. I would have totally seen, like, this could have been a bracelet. They could have done this with a bracelet or a linear earring design with it. I'm really kind of surprised that they just did studs and a necklace. So who's to say, maybe, you know, I do know that they'll go ahead and do some of these pieces just to test the waters and put their toe in the water to see if it is something that is popular with the masses. So who's to say we may not see it sooner. But with that being said, even though I like it and it gets a thumbs up for me, I also don't want to see it every release. Like the hearts. I think the hearts are cute. The J-Star was cute. But I feel like we're getting just too much of that cutesy kind of stuff. I just don't want to get too far away from the stuff that we like. And we've seen heart. January was a big disappointment. I've expressed that to you guys, to see hearts in January. Winter. You don't think winter with hearts. So we've been let down a little bit with every collection having some form of hearts. Now butterflies, and now we have these flowers. You know, let's not lose ourselves with trendy pieces. Let's stay true to the brand is all I'm saying, like with the logo. I like that. That's a good idea. I'm not saying not to pepper the world with it, but just every collection release having hearts or butterflies would be disappointing for me. So now let's talk about the Kyla. So like I said, I know that I bought more because I always like to have the earrings and like the pendant, etc. However, I only received the pendant, which was sad, but gives me enough of an idea to at least review and help you guys, I hope. So here is the Kyla flower pendant. I decided to get it in the pink. I love pink. There's white, there's other color combinations. It's $68 for this. I think it's a little hefty, but it is a pretty solid workmanship. I mean, the chain, it feels quality. The pendant is quality. So there are no corners being cut with it. It sits great. It's very comfortable. It's cute on. You know, it's definitely a summer. I love it. It's a little more cartoonish. So, you know, you kind of get that. When I say cartoonish, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just saying it's more fun. It's exaggerated fun when it's like a cartoonish. I like that though. It's showing a funky, fun, happy personality. And so for me, I do get attracted to that kind of stuff. It's cute. I may be more willing to wear like a flower pendant versus hearts or butterflies, but that's just me. I can appreciate it, and I can appreciate those who want to buy it. It definitely goes with my flower kimono that I have on, but I'm not sure that I will keep it. With everything that I've purchased lately with these last few collections, I also have to be fiscally responsible and have to decide, okay, what is more something that I wear, always grab for, etc., etc. And I would definitely invest in the Dira coin, like I said, and then the Rylan statement earrings. Those pieces, the Tessa, those pieces are more of what I'd invest in versus this little cutesy type of collections that have come out. And that's just me. To each is their own. Like I said, some people have reasons for it, but it's cute. I do apologize that I can't review the earrings because they didn't come and there was a mix-up, but it's okay. It gives you an idea on if you want it or not. I do like where it sits. The chain is a little bit longer, so you do have the option to have it where you would like, a little bit better depending on your frame. So it does sit very nice and it's very comfortable upon the chest. And that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. I can't really get into this Kyla collection too much because that's all I got. Till then, bye guys. Take care.